Have you ever been mistaken for being from a country you've never even visited? Or had someone assume things about you just because of how you look or speak?
It happens all the time. These cultural misconceptions shape how we see and interact with each other. But what if we took a closer look?
Welcome to Cultural Lens, the podcast where we challenge stereotypes and explore cultural misconceptions. I'm Joanne.
And I'm Sunny. Today, we're diving into a big one: accents. Do they define intelligence, trustworthiness, or even how people treat you?
So, Sunny, have you ever had someone judge you based on your accent?
Oh, absolutely. I remember moving to the US for college, and the first thing people asked was, "Wow, your English is so good." Like, thanks? But I've been speaking it my whole life.
Right, people assume that having an accent means struggling with English. I had a friend from France who spoke 5 languages fluently, but because of her French accent, people assumed she wasn't good at English.
It's frustrating. Accents are just part of identity, but they also create biases. I read a study that found people often associate certain accents with intelligence or trustworthiness.
Exactly, and that bias affects job opportunities, social interactions, and even the way people respond to customer service calls.
We asked our listeners to send in their thoughts, and we got some great questions. Here's one from Jake in Toronto. Why do some accents get treated better than others?
That's a great question. It comes down to history and media influence. Western or neutral accents are often associated with authority because of colonial history and Hollywood. What do you think, Sunny?
Totally agree. Also, accents linked to countries with strong global influence tend to be perceived as prestigious. Meanwhile, accents from marginalized communities can face more discrimination.
Our next question is from Priya in London. How can I correct people who assume things about me based on my accent without being rude?
Love this one. Priya, a simple approach is to be direct but kind. Like, actually, I grew up speaking English at home. That way, you correct the assumption without making it confrontational.
Yes, and humor helps too. If someone says, "Wow, your English is so good," you could reply, "Thanks, I've been practicing since birth." Keeps it light but makes a point.
So, what can we do to break accent biases?
First, self-awareness. We all have biases, and acknowledging them helps us unlearn misconceptions.
And media representation matters. Support diverse voices in television, movies, and podcasts.
Also, if you're a listener who's being judged for your accent town yet, your accent tells a story of where you come from, and that's something to be proud of.
Well said. And if you're on the other side, practice active listening. Focus on what people are saying, not how they're saying it.
That's a wrap on today's episode. We explore accent biases, listener questions, and ways to challenge these misconceptions.
If you enjoyed this conversation, follow us for more episodes of Cultural Lens.
And next time we'll discuss cultural appropriation, what's appreciation, and what's crossing the line. You won't want to miss it.